Hey, this is Josh with New Review, coming at you with a new review of the short-lived ABC series The Mayor. The Mayor follows a young man by the name of... Why do I forget this? Courtney Rose, who originally ran for mayor of Fort Gray, a largely minority city that is largely low income, to promote his rap career, and somehow he wins. It kind of screams of theories of why Donald Trump ran to get a better deal for his contract for The Apprentice, but we all know how that ended out. Anyways, the series largely follows Courtney trying to do the right thing, screwing up, and then learning how to do the right thing for Fort Gray. And he's largely against this character named Ed Gunt, played by David Spade, who, to be honest, is actually kind of hilarious. And he's guided by by a couple of his friends who came up with him and were his campaign manager in his campaign. The guys that they got to play them were hilarious. And Leah Michelle also is kind of like there to be his chief of staff and guide in the world of politics. However, his mother, who's played by Yvette Nicole Brown, is really there to keep him grounded. And it really does show, I think it was good in a couple of ways. One, and this is for more artistic as opposed to other reasons, which I'll also get into. One, it was showing us how local government works. We know a lot of how national or state governments work, but we really don't know how city governments work that often, and I think it was a good way to show us that side. And I think it was also good because it's trying to show us positive African American and minority portrayals of characters in lower socioeconomic backgrounds, and having them as the primary subject of the show. In a lot of shows where African Americans are lower SES status, they're typically like one-off or rando characters. And this was an attempt to kind of show these characters as their own force, and be kind of like positive role models. For the artistic reasons that I thought the show was good is the characters weren't just like one-note comedic characters. They actually learned, they actually grew. There were serious parts, there were funny parts, obviously, because it was a comedy. And the actors that they got to play, not only the two for the main characters, the two well-knowns, Yvette Nicole Brown and Leah Michelle, but also the guy that they got brought in to play Courtney Rose. He was hilarious. His timing was great, and his two sidekick characters, his friends, were also, yes, they were like the comedic relief to kind of make serious moments funny, but they also kind of added some of the heart that helped keep Courtney grounded, which is very necessary, and it shows us what could be if our clown-in-chief actually decided to learn how to govern instead of just using it to make himself more popular and possibly more rich. So yeah, I liked it. I heard that they're shopping it around, trying to get it back on the airwaves in some way. I hope it works, because looks like they're working looks like they got it on Hulu, because there were 4 unaired episodes. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'd suggest you guys watch it if they bring it back for a second season on Hulu, which I have a feeling it's not going to happen that way. Y'all should watch it. This is Josh with New Review signing off.